So anyways, welcome to the channel, guys. It's Chris from Outbound Terrain. Hope you guys are doing okay on this fine Easter Sunday 2024. Anyways, like I said, so what we're gonna do, I need a trailer hitch on my FJ Cruiser. There ain't one in there from the factory, so we're gonna put one on ourselves. Let's go over the parts I ordered, and it's all OEM. So it's all Toyota original parts. I think that's the way to go. Don't put a U-Haul hitch on there. Okay, 2008 Toyota FJ Cruiser. I love this thing. No hitch though. No hitch from the factory. So what we're gonna do is put a hitch in here, because I need to have one. Reason I need a hitch, I need to tow my little utility trailer, and got a load of leaves and debris in there I need to take to the dump. But since I don't have a hitch, we're gonna put one on, and everything's gonna be Jim Dandy. Yeah. So these are genuine Toyota parts. I'm gonna go OEM the whole way. It's the way to go. So let's find out what's in the box. What's in the box? Anyways, so we have the hitch itself, obviously, and we'll talk about that later. What else? What other goodies do we have in here? So you know your FJ is pre-wired for trailer. For trailer, it's set up. It's pre-wired. You just kind of need the parts. Here's one of the rear loom that goes to that little plug I'm going to show you, which goes to your 4-pin trailer hitch. And we'll go over this later. We got that. Hey, look, we got a Toyota original plug. That's nice. And just more stuff. Here's a box that's gonna, go over this, all this stuff. You got relays, fuses that we're gonna put in a diffuse box later. Of course, all the bolts for the hitch itself. So, what else? What else? This is really cool. And you know, when I ordered this kit, I didn't expect this. This is the rear valance. So the other one doesn't have this indentation for the hitch to stick out, because there's no room for it in the old valance. I mean, the old one you can cut out and do that, but I think this is a little more aesthetic. So we got all that stuff. So what we're gonna do is get going on this. Gonna bust a hip there. Anyway, so what we have to do, unfortunately, it's more fun, kids. We gotta remove the rear bumper. We gotta get that off of there so we can reach the bolts underneath there and change the balance. So let's get started. Bring a friend. We got hot dogs. It's good family fun. Inflatable reptiles. Okay, tailgate's open. Let's get this done before the bus of nuns pulls up. Sister Mary Guacamole and Sister Mary Rasputin. I hope you haven't shaved off your beard. Anyways, let's get going, man. 10 millimeters. 1, 2. You know what to do. Okay. Now, next thing is this. Okay, onward. So I got the 5 10 millimeter bolts out of there. So one more thing. This guy right here. It's a little trim tab. Somebody took my trim tab. Actually, I loaned it. Never loan your tools to anybody, because you'll never see them again. So anyways, let's see. I think we can get this out with a screwdriver. Bing! That was easy. So, up top, I think we're good. Let's go down south underneath. You know, if you want to put a helmet on, that's cool. Safety first, kids. Safety first. Now, if you have parking assisted parking, little switch on your lower control panel. These guys need to be disconnected. Let's unplug those before we take the bumper off, because they're wired up to the bumper. Park assist. Those sensors I showed you, you have to unplug them before we pull the bumper off. So right here, squeeze, pull. There's one. There's the plug. And same on the other side. So we got to get off right there. This is all part of the bumper structure. 10 millimeter. All right, we got that out. Okay, there's one more on passenger side. On passenger. Let's get that out. Here, if you can see him, that hold the balance on this guy right here. So gotta get those off. So same thing, 10s. Thank God for power tools. So anyways, we're under here. I forgot two more. This guy right here. This is all bumper. This holds the bumper up. There you go. I hope you can see this side. Same thing. Anyways, let's see if we can get this thing off, okay? We're gonna pull really hard on this part right here, and hopefully the bumper will come out of the little clips. There's clips in here, and we'll see what we can do. You ready? All right. Little torque there needed. So same thing other side, just pull hard. No, I didn't have to pull that harder in this one. That was easy. So we got the bumper off. That was pretty easy. Anyways, so we're down to where we need to bolt up our hitch. Now we have access. There's a little styrofoam piece that comes off like that. Now, here's a good thing. This is a California car, so it never left California. So we don't have any rust really. Doesn't need to be cleaned up, or, you know, wire wheeled or any of that stuff. So we've got a nice clean surface to work with. Now normally if this was a, you know, a car up in the Northeast, this would all be rusted up. So it's a California car, except with time it came from Japan. What I like to do, this is a 2008, so who knows what kind of debris and stuff is in here. I always like to blow it out, so we'll fire up the old air compressor, the one that spews oil all over my garage floor. Need to get another one. Anyway, what I want to do is just blow these holes out. We're almost there, kids. You excited? Anyways, what I like to do is just shoot a little lubricant before I run these bolts through. You can use whatever. I'm just using this little WD-40. There you go. What I like to do is start these guys. Well, not like that. Okay, so we got the nuts kind of seated a little bit, or the bolts, I'm sorry, going in. I like to hit them with an impact wrench and kind of just run them all the way through. Start the top.
Make sure they thread.
You don't want to cross thread, like I said. Torque these down a little bit. So torque these all up to 60 foot-pounds. That's what we want to do, you know, while we have the bumper off. We have complete access to this plug right here. Now this is all pre-wire. This is pretty cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do is pop this cap off. A simple cap. It covers up all the electrical connections here. And we're gonna take the provided loom. It's got your 4-pin here for your trailer, and it's gonna mount right by your hitch. But we need to run the wiring to this plug right here. So what we'll do is just there we go. Snap. Good. Okay, grab your bumper. We're going to get this old valance off so we can put the new one on, okay? It just unsnaps, I think. So, hope you guys can see that. There we go. Dance on your knees. So anyways, I guess we're going to reuse these clips. You guys can see that. See these little blue clips? We're going to pull those off and put them in the new valance. And there's the new valance. So you pull these clips out. I think they just slide out sideways, kind of like that. So let me do that. I'll get right back to you, okay? So basically I took the old valance off, and you reuse these clips and they just slide in sideways. So you're gonna need these blue guys. Okay, so let's put this thing on. The same way, it just snaps on. One started. And one more. Alright, there you go. It's the new valance. Okay, let's button this up. Let's get this bumper back on. Just like when we took it off, but the snaps on the side, we'll work on those. Let's just get it seated. Oh, don't forget put your little foam piece back on here, on the top here, the rail, okay? My mechanic's an idiot. All right, let's do the clips on the side. Actually, I'll just start a couple of these guys that go right here. Just kind of start them. This whole thing just stays up there. All right, good, bueno. Okay, okay. On the side here, same thing, little clips it fits into. We'll do the other side the same way. Okay, she's on there. What I did is to check the alignment. I went underneath here. Obviously these are lined up, but go underneath and make sure everything's lined up under there. And these wires for these proximity sensors, the backup sensors, are not bind it up inside the bottom of this. So, you know, that's what I did before. I just went and checked everything to see if everything was okay, and we could start. Fits pretty snug. Get these guys back in there. Go underneath, and I showed you all those nuts and bolts, the screws and the hardware under there that you took off earlier. You should know how to do that. So just rinse and repeat. Just put everything back in there, button it up underneath, and you should be about done. There's some other things we got to do though, but let's finish this. Okay, should be all buttoned up under here. The only thing we have to do is mount our 4-pin for our trailer. I'll show you how to do that. It's going to go underneath. And there's a little mounting bracket this mounts on, and bolts too, that goes right up in here somewhere, but we'll figure it out. Oh, there's other things in the kit. I forgot to tell you. They give you these things right here. And I found out what they are. They're knee pads. It was nice of them to provide these. What do you think, man? So you don't wreck your knees when you're under the car. It's a joke, of course. Okay, we're trying to run this wire loom up in here. I hope you guys can see. I looked in the packaging that they sent me, and it looks like I'm missing a part. It's not in the box. There's a plate. The bolt's right here that this bolts to. There's these little screws that are supposed to go into the plate right through here. So this is gonna kind of jack up the video a little bit because I wanted to mount this, but I don't have the plate that goes right here. I mean, I could, you know, mount these on here with the zip ties, but why? So let's talk about that. Great. Always something, man. Always something. Missing a part. You know, I don't know if it fell out during shipping. There's a big freaking hole in the bottom here. There's a hole there. I don't know. It ain't in the box, man. It's not in the box. Not helping me out whatsoever. So anyways, so this thing doesn't swing around the back of my FJ, I'm just gonna zip tie it for now until I get the new part. And I apologize, but you know, I didn't do the packing and shipping. So I'm just gonna zip tie this thing up here for now so it doesn't swing around. Fuck. That's all I can do for now. So there it is. So anyway, guys, in the instructions, there's a plate here. It's called a 4P bracket. It bolts right here under that anchor point I showed you. Don't have it. The 4P bracket. I'll show you what it looks like. Well, guys, so anyway, it's frustrating. That's all I can say. It's frustrating. I'm not going to get angry about it, but I'm going to have to get a hold of the company that sent me the whole kit and get that plate, or I can fab one out or fabricate one out from some stock steel. Really don't want to do that, but I could do it if I have to. So other than that, there's some things we need to do in the footwell on driver's side, and we need to put our relay and our fuses into the fuse box under the hood. Let's do that regardless. Okay, we're under the hood now. We're going to put in our fuses and relays for the trailer lighting setup. You know, this pops off, right? So other than that, we'll look at our handy instructions. And it tells you where the I hope you can see this. It tells you where the fuses go. They're 15 amps, one there, and the relay box is in here and just points down. So we'll just you know what you can do. When you pull your top off, you have the fuse box top. You have pretty much a schematic of where everything is and what it does, which is kind of cool. So that's always something you can look at. So let's get these in. I kind of set them in there, but I didn't push them down so you guys could see where they go. And let's do this. So like I said, these are all the parts that came with the kit. There's a relay. We'll put that in just a second. But if you look right here, I didn't push these down so you could see where they go. That's for towing. Push that thing down. And this one over here is for towing. I'll push that down. Okay, so those are set. Now, the relay, we're going to put right here. Next to the little black box. You can see that. All right, so that's your relay. That should do it. For your wiring, for your fuse box up front, there's one more thing we need to do. Okay, guys, this is the hard one here. This is probably the hardest part of the whole thing, is getting this controller box, relay box up in the wheel well. So we're going to do that real quick. Now, if I can get my big fat ass in here. So here's the box. There's the little plug that goes into. Now this can only go in one way, and then you've got a 10mm screw that goes in there. I hope you guys can see this. It's hard for me. I'm a big guy, and we'll just do what we got to do. So sorry about the angle, guys. It's hard to get up in there and get that thing. Okay guys, can't really see the screen of my GoPro. That's where it mounts up there. You can see where the 10mm bolt went, and there's a square hole that the other end of that bracket goes into. That white plug that's into your wiring harness. And there's the trailer box that I stuck up in there. Sorry, it's really hard to do this with one hand, obviously. So that's going to plug in to there, and that mounts up in there. See that 10mm bolt? I use an extension with a 10mm socket, obviously. But anyways, that guy plugs into that guy. So that's all plugged in into your trailer box. There should be done under the dash here. So that's going to be it. This is Chris from Outbound Terrain. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope this helped you out a little bit. And maybe someday I'll see you out on the trail. You guys have a good day. Take care of yourselves and your families. Be good men. See you on the next video.